The internet is absolutely blowing up right now, and no, it's not over some viral dance or a surprise album drop. It's about Justin and Hailey Bieber's decision to keep their baby boy, Jack Blues, out of the social media spotlight. And y'all, the way people are reacting is wild. We're talking unhinged comments, fan entitlement on full display, and a full-blown debate over what celebrities do or don't owe the public when it comes to their kids. If you've been keeping up with celebrity news, you already know how messy things can get online. But if you're wondering why people think they're entitled to every private moment of a celebrity's life, especially their children, stick around. Because this situation is more than just a comment section drama. It speaks volumes about parasocial relationships, privacy, boundaries, and the way social media has blurred the line between fandom and obsession. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got all the tea, all the time, celebrity news, pop culture drama, and the conversations that get everyone talking. Now let's paint the scene. You're scrolling through Instagram, and there it is, a sweet photo of Justin and Hailey Bieber enjoying breakfast together, their newborn baby Jack Blues in the background. It's a soft, intimate family moment. But there's a catch, the baby's face isn't visible. They've deliberately angled the photos so that their child's identity remains private. Sounds pretty normal, right? Like something loving parents would do to protect their newborn? You'd think that, but the internet had other ideas. The comments exploded with demands like, "Just show us the baby already," and "You owe it to your fans." People were genuinely angry that they couldn't see the baby's face, accusing the couple of teasing their audience for attention, calling them secretive, even selfish. Imagine that. A young couple chooses to protect their infant's privacy, and suddenly they're the villains. This is where things get weird. Why do fans believe they're entitled to see the child of someone they've never met? Why is there outrage when a celebrity exercises a boundary? This all comes down to the psychology of parasocial relationships, those one-sided connections where fans feel deeply bonded with a celebrity who has no idea they exist. It's the illusion of closeness, created by constant updates, behind-the-scenes content, and oversharing on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. When celebrities open up their lives online, fans start feeling like insiders, like they're part of the journey. They feel invested, emotionally connected, and sometimes even possessive. So when a boundary is introduced, especially one involving something major like a child, some fans interpret that as a betrayal. As if the celebrity is taking something away from them. The entitlement is real. And it's dangerous. Here's what many people forget: Justin and Hailey willingly stepped into the public eye. Their child did not. Jack Blues didn't ask to be born into fame, and he definitely didn't consent to having his face plastered across the internet. He didn't agree to be discussed, judged, memed, or edited into fan videos. And he sure didn't sign up for the digital permanence of social media. Once a photo of a child is uploaded to the internet, it's no longer fully in the parent's control. It can be screenshotted, altered, reposted, misused, and circulated in ways that are unpredictable and, sometimes, deeply disturbing. That's why more and more celebrities are drawing the line when it comes to their kids. We've seen it before, celebrity kids growing up in the spotlight and facing serious identity crises, anxiety, and issues with boundaries. Many of them struggle to separate their public persona from their private self. Paparazzi follow them to school, strangers recognize them on the street, and their every move is documented and dissected by the media. That's not childhood. That's a fishbowl. So when Justin and Hailey choose to protect their baby from that fate, it should be celebrated. They're saying, "We want something different for our son. We want to give him the chance to grow up normally, to form his own identity, and to decide, when he's old enough, whether he wants to be part of this world or not." And let's not forget, Justin Bieber knows exactly what it's like to grow up famous. He's been in the spotlight since he was barely a teenager. His life has played out in headlines, from his successes to his lowest points. He's experienced the downsides of fame firsthand, the pressure, the judgment, the lack of privacy. He knows how heavy that weight can be, especially on a young mind. This decision isn't just about privacy, it's about protection. And it reflects a deeper understanding of the long-term consequences of fame. Other celebrities have made similar moves. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, for example, are very intentional about keeping their kids out of the spotlight. They joke about it sometimes, but they maintain strict boundaries. On the flip side, celebrities like Kim Kardashian have chosen to share their children's lives more openly. That's their right, but it comes with its own risks and criticisms. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Every family makes the decision that feels safest and healthiest for them. What's not okay is fans thinking they have the right to dictate how that decision should look. Let's talk about the social media angle. Platforms like Instagram reward constant sharing. The more you post, the more engagement you get. The more engagement, the more visibility. It's a loop that encourages overexposure, especially for influencers and celebrities trying to stay relevant. But when fans expect every moment of a celebrity's life to be shared, it creates pressure to post things that should probably remain private. And when that expectation isn't met, cue the outrage. The entitlement becomes even more problematic when fans treat their financial support, streaming music, buying merch, attending concerts, as a kind of transaction. Like they've purchased access to that person's entire life. But that's not how it works. Supporting someone's career doesn't mean you get a say in how they raise their child. This goes even deeper into mental health territory. For children who grow up famous, constantly being photographed and commented on by strangers can lead to long-term issues. Some studies suggest that early exposure to fame can cause anxiety, depression, and difficulty forming authentic relationships. And let's be honest, how would you feel knowing people were discussing your baby photos on Twitter? And then there's the very real issue of safety. When a child's face is recognizable to millions of people, it makes them a target, not just for paparazzi, but for people with bad intentions. There are real security concerns. That's why many parents, especially in the spotlight, choose to keep their children out of public view entirely. But here's the problem: celebrity parents can't win. If they post too much, they're accused of exploiting their children for likes. If they post too little, they're labeled secretive or accused of hiding something. It's a lose-lose situation, and no matter what choice they make, someone will have a problem with it. This entire controversy over Jack Blue's privacy also shines a light on a bigger societal problem: our obsession with consuming content. We've become so used to getting access to every part of a celebrity's life that we feel cheated when something is kept private. But just because content is withheld doesn't mean fans are being mistreated. It means a line is being drawn, and that line should be respected. We can also learn from how other countries handle this issue. In parts of Europe, there are actual laws protecting celebrity children from media exposure. In France and Germany, for example, paparazzi can face legal consequences for photographing minors without consent. These laws exist because children, regardless of who their parents are, deserve protection. And what about the role of platforms like Instagram and TikTok? While they have rules about harmful content, they rarely address the issue of celebrity children being discussed, demanded, or exposed in comment sections. It's a gray area, but one that deserves more attention. Because right now, the internet is too comfortable treating celebrity kids like public property. So let's call this what it is: a serious problem with boundaries. We have to start acknowledging that celebrities, no matter how famous, are still people. They have families. They have fears. And they're allowed to draw lines around what parts of their lives remain off limits. Their children are not entertainment. They're not content. They're not part of the celebrity fan transaction. Justin and Hailey's decision to protect Jack Blues is not just a personal one, it's a cultural statement. It challenges the norms of fan entitlement and pushes back against the idea that being a celebrity means sacrificing every ounce of privacy. It reminds us that the well-being of a child is more important than likes, comments, or public approval. As fans, we should be supporting choices that prioritize mental health, safety, and autonomy. Instead of demanding more access, let's respect the boundaries set by public figures, especially when those boundaries are meant to protect someone who can't protect themselves. Let's leave this conversation with one final thought: if it were your child, wouldn't you want the same? If you found this breakdown eye-opening, go ahead and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you thoughtful takes on celebrity culture and the controversies that get everyone talking. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Where do you stand on celebrity children's privacy?